once again to the Forward Compatible Podcast, episode number 6 for March 18th, 2012. My name's Tony, and I'm joined, as always, by my fellow podcasters Mark and Joe.
Yeah, me.
And we have our first ever here on the show, and by that, it is a back-to-back guest. So, Matt, welcome back to the show.
Hello there.
And since everybody met you last week, we could just skip right ahead to the weekly roundtables and catch everybody up on what we've been playing since the last time we spoke.
Well, me, didn't have a lot of time this week, but I did manage to get a few hours into Saints Row.
Nice.
I got up to the auto-tuned hobo, I don't even know what the hell he is.
I love that guy.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Matt, it's me. Ooh. So I've been fantasizing about Mass Effect ever since I opened it. That's pretty much what I've been playing when I've had time, and it is fantastic. It is everything it wants to be, and I want it to be.
Good.
I caress it.
Caress
daily.
it slowly.
Good touch.
What you been playing, Joe?
All right, we're going to have a long list.
Were you the whore this week?
I was the whore this week.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. I've played Gran Turismo 5,
Nice.
Ratchet and Clank. We'll come back to that in a sec.
Okay.
I've played Forza 4, Gears of War in 3D,
Nice.
Fable 3, Borderlands, Rock Band 3, Pure, Uncharted 3, and on computer...
Jesus.
I think you just killed your list.
On computer, I've been playing that new puzzle-ish game, Mechanarium, or however you
It almost
fucking
looked
pronounce it.
Escape Plan-ish, but for...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Escape Plan, I played that. I played Unit 13.
Yeah.
I played Uncharted Golden Abyss.
God.
He had a lot of time this week.
Seriously.
I did have a lot of time
Lord.
this week. I also didn't sleep most of this week.
Sounds like it.
Hooray.
And I also played Dungeon Hunter this week, Dungeon Defenders on
I'm
computer,
gonna fall asleep here.
and that other one, Deus
Yes.
Ex.
Wow.
Day of Sex? I woke up to that.
I also brought some cargo to another city in Train Sim 2012.
Oh, you forgot Microsoft Flight, too.
Oh,
Wow.
I played Microsoft Flight. I
In
got
Hawaii.
140 points for my gamer score yesterday.
Good free flight sim.
It's
It
it's
is
obscene.
good and free.
I did a bit of the Borderlands with Joe. We're trying to finish off our missing achievements. What do you got left? Like 8?
I have 7 left. now.
7? Okay, and I got a few more than that. I got like 11 or 12 left. I'm getting
Probably
pretty
have
close.
like that
You got to
many
jump
too.
in with this
Yeah.
guy. Besides that, I've been doing a lot of the Skyrim job. And
Oh, I also played that.
Yeah, and Jesus. And I've been doing a bit of the Saints Row 3. And also, after I was listening to our podcast from last week, I realized, even though it was my idea, I was the only one who didn't re-say my gamer tag. So it's Jerker 1015 on both systems.
BOC rocks.
Urban Assault 8.
The Mad Army.
The Mad Art. Yours is awesome. That's funny.
I love it.
Yeah. So that said, I was not as hoary as usual this week. I pretty much Skyrim ate up most of my week, most of my free time.
That's what it does.
Yeah, that's what it does.
The Time Vampire.
That bastard game.
All right, let's start off. Top 10 sexy stories of the week. You want to play some kind of music for that there, Tony?
Barry White.
Boo doo boo 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 doo boo boo boo.
Now he's got to think of new music for stupid shit.
Yeah, that's what he had saved for his guest.
Shit, now I'm ruined.
Let's see. Number 10, Xbox Live Arcade Games got a policy change this week. Basically, Microsoft is going to up the gamer score cap of each game and the number of achievements that goes with them starting April 1st. Basically, what it's going to do is, instead of having 400 gamer score per game, it's 200. I spoiled it. It's going from 200 to 400.
Jesus.
And you'll have up to 30 achievements for the game. And also, every quarter you're allowed to have one piece of DLC that can add 100 gamer score and 8 new achievements. So Xbox Live Arcade Games can now have up to 800 gamer score with 62 achievements.
Sweet.
Look
But
at
you
it.
still can't pass the initial 1,000 that they
For
allow,
games.
right? Like
Yeah.
throughout DLC.
Yeah, I mean, it's
so it could be-
capped at 800 at this
Okay,
point.
that's that.
Yeah,
Because
with
right now it's
4
capped at
DLCs.
750, right?
What is it?
Right now, like currently.
Oh,
Prior to-
currently you can choose between having a 200 or 400 point game right now.
Yeah, okay.
And then I believe it's capped to 350.
Yeah.
Because I think it's 50 points per quarter and like
Yeah.
4 or 5 new achievements, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Next thing, we got some more bad news for poor game. This week, Microsoft and Activision pull out their games from the retail.
But Sony is full on support.
This is true. Sony's still hanging in there, I guess.
Which is, I actually thought that was kind of weird because Sony normally pulls out first.
Yeah.
Because they like to not
Phrasing.
have...
No, it's like we were actually kind of joking around about this last week, and then it like came to fruition. We were saying like how EA pulled out, and I'm like, wow, that's like a big share. And if Activision pulls out, I'm like, geez, are they in trouble? And sure enough, they did. And Microsoft, jeez,
yeah, that's just
who's left? Like
Sony.
Sony,
like
and
Nintendo and
people.
Sega.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ooh, bass fishing. Let's do it.
Also, this week, Walmart has actually contacted Game in hopes of also buying the retail store. And then also this week, I don't know who these people are exactly, but the Blue Shore Global Equity bought 8% of the company on Wednesday. So I don't exactly know who they are. You can Google that. I think like Joe's Googling. But
Walmart could be interesting if they were to take over the game chain, because that would give some direct competition actually to
I googled Blue Shore Global Equity. The first 9 hits is all about game.
yeah.
So it's a front. It's not a real company.
Basically.
Nice.
So you have them. I don't exactly know what they do. I couldn't really find much on them. I gave up. Let's be honest. I gave up on them.
All right, I gave up because Blue Shore doesn't have a Wikipedia page on my first page.
Yeah.
Of
So
Google
this is
results.
a front for Game. No.
clearly
Called you
illegal
out.
stuff is happening.
Yeah.
The lead guy is embezzling money. He's trying to funnel that money back into his own company to
You
keep
heard
from
it here
failing.
first. Maybe next week it'll come true.
Yes. We'll have some arrests to report on then.
Rumors turn into sexy news that way.
Got a Obsidian was hit with layoffs this week. Apparently 30 people were let go on a next-gen project. Some of them were actually from the South Park game team, so...
Which one? The one that's currently being developed?
Yeah,
or-
the one that's coming out supposedly at the end of this year.
The RPG?
The RPG one, yeah. So they got...
Which I'm stoked about, by the way.
Yeah, I think it'll be awesome, but they got hit with some layoff.
Let's all buy a copy for Joe.
Yeah.
I won't play it.
I'll buy you 3 copies.
Just hide them.
Wait, you were going to buy me 3 copies?
No.
All right, fine. I'll play 1, sell 2.
This doesn't seem to profit us.
No.
All right, THQ actually they bought out the rights for a game called 1666. For those history buffs out there, you of course know that this is the Great Fire of London.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
They haven't officially linked them, though, right? People are just assuming that's
People are just assuming at this point, but it sounds like nothing else happened in 1666.
I'm surprised.
If something else happened in 1666, let me know, because
Some pretty sweet stuff happened in South America that year, I bet. That's what they're talking about.
yeah. So basically, got a little rundown of what the Great Fire of London was. It was, of course, a fire in London that raged for 2 full days, and by the time they actually got it out, 13,000 homes, 87, parish churches? Sorry, I just copy and pasted this. Parish churches, 87 burned down. St. Paul's Cathedral, and 70,000 homes and 80,000 people actually died. So, there you go. Sounds like a pretty epic backdrop to a game. Yes, no?
Yeah, just looking at those stats, I'm trying to think back to our fire, the Chicago fire, and I'm just kind of like, I don't remember the stats on it, though. So.
The only good fire there ever was?
Hey, calm down.
Or Rome burning. Come on, that was pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah, I was there. Yeah,
Troy
forgot
burning.
about that one.
There's been a lot of epic fires.
That was awesome. Pompeii. That one wins hands down.
Oh, shit.
So this last week was the British Academy Awards for games. Game of the Year.
The BAFTAs.
Who wants to guess what the Game of the Year actually was?
I actually read this article, so I know what it is. Go ahead, you guys.
Is it something British?
No.
No, it's just their award show.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, but they're British. They like British
What?
stuff more.
For 2011. Think back to
Yeah, yeah.
2011.
No.
Game
Yeah,
of the Year.
dude, no. What country did the game come from?
America. All the ones that they awarded came from America.
Uh-huh.
Other than Minecraft.
No. They...
Oh yeah,
Well,
there was a
depends.
few indie
Batman
ones.
is-
No,
Was it Forza?
Neither of these did.
Batman's Rocksteady, aren't they a European?
Oh,
developer?
yeah.
Okay, that's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rocksteady's British.
Oh
Yeah.
okay.
And the other one, too.
Skyrim is American.
Was it Forza?
No.
Fuck.
Do you want me to give it away?
Sure.
It was Portal 2. Portal 2 Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Wow.
For the British Academy.
And the guys
Wow.
who fell second, the one I was referring, or third or whatever, was the Battlefield group.
I'm
Oh,
awake
yeah,
now.
Actually,
Is it
what
from
is it,
Sweden, aren't they?
Sweden or something like
Dice,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
Dice.
saying, yeah.
This was also
the Swedes.
Portal 2 actually got Game of the Year, Story of the Year, and Design of the Year.
Yep.
First year, actually, Call of Duty was completely dethroned, and actually, Battlefield 3 won in the public voted categories
Clean
for the
swept
first
their
time
asses.
in years.
Yeah. They bent them over,
Yeah.
spit on the hand, and just,
I mean, I know their sales weren't as good, but
Bent them over the barrel and showed them the 50 states.
yeah. Also, this one kind of surprised me. Little Big Planet 2 actually got the Innovation Award for last year.
yeah.
Batman, it was the best action game and actually had the best performer in Mark Hamill. Also, Rockstar got its first original music in 9 years with L.A. Noire. The previous one was actually Vice City.
Yep.
And
How's that original score? They just rehashed 80s music.
still one.
Here you go, Duran Duran, you win.
Some of the biggest stories or surprises that came out of this was Uncharted 3 had no wins. Skyrim had no wins, even
Wow.
though it had 13 nominations.
Yeah, Uncharted was only involved in one category,
Yeah.
though, and they lost out to Batman. It
Yeah.
was...
Gay.
The action or adventure? I can't remember.
Both.
One of those. Yeah.
Shit, I
Action,
forgot.
Yeah,
I
but
forgot.
yeah,
Or adventure.
Skyrim got 13 nominations, not a single win,
Yeah.
which is
Well,
surprising because they
it's
should
shocking.
sweep almost everything
Yeah,
over
Skyrim's clean. So they have enough Game of the Year awards. They don't need
here.
enough.
I'm sure they'll be okay.
They'll
It
be all right.
just puts a shadow on the legitimacy of these guys and their
Yeah.
voting.
Sons of
Yeah.
those British.
I want to recount.
And there goes England.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. They're going to burn in probably next year anyway.
When the 1666 game comes out.
Well, yeah.
In celebration, we're burning London again.
The fifth sexiest story of the week, Double Fine's Kickstarter program closed finally. The total number is $3.3 million, with 87,000 different people actually contributing to the Double Fine project, which was the Tim Schafer one and all that fun stuff.
That's pretty crazy. What was the initial goal?
900,000.
That's good. That's cool. I know this has been going on every week, and we've been getting all these updates on it. That's cool.
Yeah. Also, for more Kickstarter success stories, game I'm not aware. I never play. It came out in 1988 called Wasteland. I don't know if any of you guys ever heard of it or anything.
I've heard
like
of it.
that.
I've never seen it, though.
Apparently, they also started up a Kickstarter program, and they wanted $900,000. And as of today, they actually got over $1 million for Wasteland 2, which I'm not sure what system is coming to yet. But
Very cool.
game I didn't hear of just got $1 million from 17,000 different people.
Very
So,
cool. Oh.
Wow.
Good job, gaming community.
I need to find them and beg. Can I borrow $20? Or
Yeah.
20,000. Clearly, just have piles of money floating around.
Right?
Yeah, it's just like in Fable. You got that room full of gold.
Yeah.
I would love to have a room full of gold.
Me
Just
too.
to sleep on. That might be uncomfortable, though. But it's okay. I could pay someone to, I don't know, sleep for me?
I was waiting to see where you were going with that.
Just send me your REM sleep. I'm good.
Yes. That dream sucked. You're fired. All right. Happy birthday to Xbox. It was your 10th birthday in Europe. You had a launch date of March 14th, which was this last week. So far, they also came out with some little, awesome statistics. 108 million console sales, and an Xbox Live community of 40 million. With all of you combined, you have a total of 196 trillion gamer score.
Almost 197.
Yeah, almost 197. So, good job, gaming community.
Yeah.
How many
Congratulations.
bronze stars does Sony have?
Zing.
10.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at the 108 million between the Xbox and the 360. I don't even think they're right around what the PS2 sold. So
Tony's face just lit up.
I'm just
All right, well, to take it out of Tony, in recent reports, PC gaming saw a huge surge in 2011, taking in $18.6 billion last year, and that's a fist pump Tiger Woods style from Joe off that one.
Now, here's
Fuck
what
you, Tony. Shut
here's
up.
what
What's
I
the
say.
18.6 compared to the console
Here-
sales?
here's what I say to that. Okay, this happens every time because when a new generation releases, it catches up to the PC and everybody switches to consoles. As consoles age and PCs progress every single year, you're going to have a big drop off in console sales and a big drop in, or you're going to have more sales in the PC world because stuff's so much more advanced. I'm trying to say, did that make any sense?
Yeah, no, I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I said that
sense,
terribly because as I'm saying it, I'm like, this is terrible. No,
It only surged because it was dipping before. So they're really
yeah,
probably
but it does
coming
this,
up.
like soon as the new Xbox comes
Yeah.
out, PCs will drop again,
So
and
when
as
you
those get
crash, when you spike afterwards, you're like, look, we're awesome. That's because you crashed before.
older, yeah.
They expect a growth of 25.5 billion a year by 2015. That is in recent reports, at least.
In your face, Tony.
Nothing's in my face there. Nothing.
You got to stick it more in his face.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Play that game again.
All right, the number 2 sexy story of the week. Halo 4 multiplayer is looking to get a dramatic reinvention. Apparently, they haven't decided if they're going to keep the Reach armor abilities yet, or if they're actually going to further expand them. But what they want to do is basically change up from Reach and the previous Halo games already.
I want them to do away with armor lock, personally.
I would like to see armor lock go. Sprint, I understand. Jetpack, I actually like Jetpack.
I love the
Jetpack's
jetpack.
awesome.
Yeah, the camouflage. Most people didn't use it, but if you got it, if you use it effectively, that thing.
Well, to me,
was awesome.
armor lock just screamed noob on that because I mean, it was just like these and then they'd lock up and you'd stand right over them and just wait for it to wear off and then just melee them.
You know what I want
It was
them
so
to add
dumb.
to Halo? Is helicopters and jets and tanks and
They have some of those already.
possibly destructive world. You know,
I would
everything
like to
that
see a more
Battlefield
destructive
has.
World.
You got some pretty awesome weaponry in that. Why can't you blow stuff up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Like giant, like plasma grenades
You
should be
don't need
blowing
it.
holes in
It's
walls.
not that world. If you want destructible, I don't know. I like them being separate.
I mean, I noticed like with the boxes a lot lately, like little crates. They've been like they have some kind of physics to them, but for the most part, like all the other stuff is kind
That's part of the thing, though. I mean, like even like the banshees and stuff. When you blow, like you like destroy them, and virtually nothing happens to them on screen. Just a little smoke comes off the top. It's the Halo world. I don't know. Stuff doesn't
Things explode
yeah,
differently
Yeah,
there.
it doesn't. I don't
It's
know.
built
just how it is.
differently.
It's just how
Yeah.
it is.
It's built like in the old
Ford
days.
Yeah.
You know, I found something really surprising. You know that Super Bowl commercial where they make fun of Ford? From that commercial, apparently, it was from the Ford F-150. Apparently, their sales like popped way up from that, from the making fun of their.
Who made fun of them? Was it
Chevy?
Was it?
Probably.
Yeah, I think it
they're
was.
not
Who else
taking
would? Doritos?
Because they're not taking that many jabs at each other anymore. They're kind of going after.
It
each other.
was the post-apocalyptic. It's like
That was the Chevy. That was the Chevy.
Yeah, that was the
commercial,
Chevy one. Apparently, F-150 has had like increased sales, and they're saying it's because of the commercial. I don't know if that's really
Yeah,
the case.
I'm sure.
But, yeah.
It's weird. I don't know. That was. I know the commercial you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, where everything blew up and the only things that
Yeah,
survived
and they're
were a
like,
few
he didn't
guys
make
in the
it because
Chevy
he didn't
trucks.
drive the world's most dependable Ford or something truck. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, sexy story of the week.
Now you
There we
got to come
go.
up with a new one again.
Yeah.
I mean, I got this all day, Jeff.
Microsoft says there will be no talk about the new Xbox at E3 or any summer trade shows, saying that 2012 will be all about the 360. Also, just to add into this, 360 sold 426,000. I'm messing this one up way bad. 425,000 systems in the month of February, making it the top-selling console for 14 straight months.
Also,
man.
that's stupid. I want a new Xbox.
I'm really fucking. That's the problem, though. People keep buying them, and they're like, "Why? Why make another one?"
But they want to, have something to show too. They can't just be like, "We're making one," like Grand Theft Auto did. They're like, "Hey, we're making a game. You're ready for it in a year or two."
Like what Nintendo fucking did with the Wii U. They were just like, They did it. What they
Well, that's
released
because they're like,
last
gulp,
week- yeah.
help, yoinks. Look at this Etch-a-Sketch system. It's great.
Don't worry, look, there's a tablet.
Zoinks.
You can fling little samurai stars at each other. I don't know what the fuck they were doing at that demo last year at E3.
Yeah,
They're called
draw notes to
shurikens.
each other.
Is that what they are?
Yeah. Also, Mark,
Yo.
you didn't kill any of my rumors this week.
Yay.
Damn it.
So
Get
is
to
that
next
another
week.
first? Here
That
on the
is
floor?
another
Wow.
first.
I liked last week. You killed like almost all of them.
Yeah, yeah.
He was a shackle of a
You're
man.
just like,
after that.
"Aw."
I was taking them out at the knees with each one. It was great. All right, next week I'll try to take down Joe as much as I can. Maybe I'll just do rumors and say their stories. I'll start lying.
Super sexy rumor number 1.
It's a man on a mission right there.
All right, you can go on because I am now done.
Awesome. All right, so we got 3 questions for the week.
All right.
2 of them kind of tie together. So we'll do those last. All right, Caitlin asks, do you think Microsoft will ever tap into the handheld gaming industry? Why or why not?
Ooh,
Personally,
I had a really good thought about that, but you can go first.
Personally, I have wanted them to do this since the original Xbox, because Xbox on the go.
Mm-hmm. See, here's my thought, and I was actually talking to somebody about it yesterday, is I don't think they'll ever make something, but if they did, what they should do, they shouldn't make a whole console, because that's stiff competition right off the bat with the other systems. What you do is you make something that's a cheaper one that can only do Xbox Live Arcade games.
That'd be cool.
That would be, how cool would that be?
There's a huge selection of those.
There's a huge selection right from the get-go. You tie it to your Xbox Live account. You've already got a built-in customer base for it off the bat, and you can make it like $100.
But will that be enough to power all those games?
What? But the games are already made. They don't have to make new software for it.
That's not the point.
No, he's just saying.
Will the hardware be able to handle the software?
Oh, probably. I don't know.
I don't think it would be able to for $100.
Maybe. Well,
I mean the price point would be.
The price point's irrelevant. It's just the thought that if they could probably do it if they really wanted to.
Probably.
Or make it like a tablet or something that does it. They make it $200. I don't know.
What do you think?
I would like to see it, but like the Xbox Live Arcade games would be awesome. Only problem with me is I don't know if I would actually get it just because I would already have Xbox Live games at home. I don't know. I mean, it'd probably just be tied to your account where you can just kind of link them, but I don't know. I don't think I would be one person to purchase it. I'm not really a gaming on the go guy, though.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to happen. They already kind of do with Windows Mobile Live, and that's about the extent of where they're going to go with it. I mean, they would have jumped into it by now. They're going to be... I mean, the whole prediction... We've talked about this. I think we did on our VitaCast a bit as well. The handheld market is only going to have... It only has so much longer because tablets are getting better and better every year. Cell phones are getting better and more powerful every year. And there's only another generation or 2 left in handhelds probably anyway. Why jump into it this late in the game when it's
not worth it? No.
They're not selling that well. The only reason the 3DS is selling well now is because of that huge price drop, and it's doing really well in Japan because of Monster Hunter, because it sucked before that. And it's still not selling like crazy well over here. The Vita is just bombing in Japan. It's doing okay over here, but not where they want their numbers to be. There's just not enough high enough like market value in it for Microsoft is they only pump stuff out that's going to make them an ass load of money. I don't think they take chances on shit like that just out of something that may or may not flop. They just kind of go out there and do something they know is going to succeed.
Yeah. Overall, I want it. I really don't think it's ever going to happen.
I'd love to have it too. I'd buy it.
Won't make
I'd buy it if they made one, but yeah.
Yeah,
it's actually an interesting point on what you brought up with having some kind. I don't think it's possible.
You got to have something to draw people in. That's why the Vita is doing so poorly. It's like a cooler version of a PSP.
Yeah,
like there's nothing really new that it does. Oh, it's got a touchscreen. Well, the 3DS has had a touchscreen for a while, and so has the DS. I mean, you're not bringing something new to the table.
And as powerful as it is, it's still not capable of running console games.
No, absolutely not.
And it is ridiculously powerful, but it still can't. And it's just
Unit 13 looks astronomical. That's the word I'm looking for. Shut up! Stop laughing at me.
He was gonna stop it. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be really cool. I'd pick it up, but I mean, every time I have handhelds, I don't play them as much as my actual consoles anyway.
Well, the people that get a lot of handhelds are kids.
Yeah,
and you're not going to be like, here you go, 5-year-old. Here's an iPad.
No. Well, most of my portable gaming takes place on my bed, 10 feet away from my consoles. It's just because I'm playing games that are on.
Make sure you activate FaceTime next time you're playing games on your bed, Tony.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, chicka wow wow.
All right. Enough of that. We're gonna move on to the next question. Stop it, Matt. All right. Mikey asks, what's a good time frame to be able to freely talk about spoilers in a game, be it their ending or a major plot twist?
Well, you're talking about like when you're trying to sell it to somebody. You're talking like when you're talking to friends.
Also a good question.
Yeah, because like when I'm talking to friends, like first thing I ask is, "Are you actually gonna play it?" Because if I'm not gonna play it, then I can
cares?
go all the
Let
way
me
out.
spoil the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
if you care, are you going to play it in the next, couple weeks, whatever. Yeah, so I don't know.
If they're playing it already, I'm gonna be very vague.
I love being
depends
vague.
It depends on the spoiler, too. If you're like,
Yeah.
really? You're Darth Revan. Ooh.
Oh man,
saw
KOTOR
that-
spoilers.
you
If
saw
you're
that
gonna play
coming.
KOTOR,
Yeah.
it's ruined.
Go!
And there goes those people.
Speaking of Star Wars spoilers, a long time ago when we saw Star Wars, episode 5, someone walks out of the theater and is like, "God, I can't believe that Darth Vader was his father," while they're walking out of the theater while people are waiting in line to see the next showing. Witnessed. It was pretty epic.
Oh, man.
Yeah, people are stupid.
Wait,
That's how spoilers are bad sometimes. But
how did you witness that?
my brother was there. I was like
Uh,
an infant. No, I wasn't even.
you
born.
weren't born.
No, I was 1.
Yeah.
Also, shut up.
You're that old?
Wait,
It came out in
What
80?
year?
Came out in 83, didn't it?
I thought it was 80.
I don't know. Whatever.
The first one's
Google.
The first one's
First one's
77.
I don't even care.
I think the first one was 2001. I'm not even sure.
Oh,
What's
zing zing!
It was 1980.
80?
Yeah.
Okay, then it wouldn't have been. Then it would have been my parents that saw it. But either
So
way,
he's still totally making up stories here.
Hey,
Left and right.
you know what?
Matt, you're fired. Go home.
All right,
Note to me for next week: come up with better lies when I'm taking out Joe.
I'm out of here.
Well, I don't know. With spoilers, it's such a touch. Like, it kind of ties into what Matt was saying as well with the movie. I try to stay as vague as possible, and I try to, like, unless it's Uncharted, because I get so gay when I talk about that I can't help but hold it back.
And the pants come off.
But yeah, but like with other stuff, even when I really
Tony, stop it. It's getting everywhere.
Nathan Drake is actually a woman.
even when I really enjoy
Femnate.
something, I try not to
Femnate.
build it up too highly, because what you do is you build up false expectations for people even before they see the movie or play the game or whatever it has been. You like, you're gonna root, because it'll not, like, that's what happened to me with like 40-Year-Old Virgin. I
Me
saw
for
that
Zombieland.
I saw that game
Not
or that
impressed.
movie a little late, and all that happened was people were just like, it's the funniest thing ever, it's the funniest thing ever, it's the fun. And then when I saw it, I was like, it made me laugh. It's a good movie. I enjoyed it, but
Anchorman
This
is way better anyway.
This is exactly how I feel about anything with zombies, any survival horror games, Mass Effect. That's it.
yeah, but it's just people.
All right, just go on.
It's just like
said Mass
let
Effect.
me make up
Ignore
my own
him.
decision. If you want to recommend
Joe's dead to
something,
me.
if you want to recommend something to somebody, that's one thing. Just be like, hey, I really enjoyed this game. You should check it out. You know what I mean? But when you get into like, oh, it's so good because of this and this, and it's never gonna live up to the hype. So you're already screwing it up, and that's even if you don't technically spoil anything. And then you go into actual spoilers, and now you're really fucking shit up for people. You're
You're like,
not-
I don't even have
Yeah.
to play it anymore. You just
Yeah,
played
you-
it for me.
Basically,
Thanks, you dick.
It's holding. Oh, we're gonna probably talk about that later. I'm sorry.
what?
I was gonna say with Mass Effect, like,
Oh yeah, we do have a question.
yeah,
about
that's
Mass
why I'm
Effect.
gonna. I'll
If
save
you
it.
spoil it for me,
I'll save
I
it
quit.
for that. I see. I will not spoiler what we're gonna talk about in a minute. Zing.
So basically, talk to people who've played the game. Otherwise,
Yeah.
be very, very, very,
Yeah.
very vague.
Wait, or like I said, just be like, I enjoyed it, or I did. That's what I tried to do.
I guess to answer the question, don't be a dick.
Yeah.
There's almost no good time frame because
No.
not everyone's gonna play a game right off the bat.
Look at
No,
me. I
and-
just jumped on the Skyrim bandwagon.
I just got Saints
and
Row
you guys
third.
were nice
And-
about it. You're not telling me
And
what
you
happens
just
later
finally
in the game.
started playing
There's not much to
Alice.
spoil
Yeah.
in Skyrim.
Well, yeah, I know it's that kind of game, but yeah.
And then, like me, I take forever to play my games anyway, and I always jump
Same.
into them late because I want to spend the $60.
And have I ruined? I know you're still working on Uncharted 3.
You
have
have
I
not
told you
ruined
anything?
anything in Uncharted for
I
me,
just
which has
love
been
the
great.
game. Yeah, and I'm respectful of
Femnate.
the game. I'm respectful of the process. I wouldn't want it to happen to me.
Best idea ever, Femnate.
It's gonna have to be
It's Last
Fem
of Us.
Drake.
Oh, shut up.
You have to do the last
I did
name.
it better.
Okay.
Extra Friday.
So,
You could have it.
and,
All right, so
Archer.
yeah, basically the only time it's all right to spoil a game is once it's been played by both people, and it's no longer a spoiler. Then you're just talking about your experience.
Or
yeah,
if the person is like, nah, I don't care. I'm not going to play it. Just tell me what happens.
that too.
then you're
I
good.
suppose, yeah.
So the next question is from Tyler. How do you feel about the 6 different endings in Mass Effect 3? God damn it, Tyler, and these fucking spoilers.
Spoilers.
Well,
Although we already
for one,
knew
he's
about it.
wrong. There's actually 16.
Yeah.
It might have been a typo.
Could
but
be.
I'm assuming
Whatever.
that he's just wrong. That's an easier assumption to make.
No, the email literally said
It could've
6
been-
because
it
I
could-
copied
it
and
could've been a
pasted.
typo,
Oh
yeah,
no,
whatever.
he probably just missed.
You know,
them.
I loved
sure.
when Heavy Rain came out because Heavy Rain had 22 different endings. And
Spoilers.
But basically, it was so nice to talk to other people who played it, and you get to discuss like where you went wrong or what ending they got. It always led for great conversations, and that's what I like about having the different endings. Even though you're always going to want either the worst ending or the best ending, depending who you are. There's even more than that, really.
Well, this kind of ties into the last question too, with the whole Mass Effect thing. For me, is I'm already seeing the uproar that's been going on the interwebs.
I've been avoiding it.
The last couple weeks. I haven't physically read any. Like I'm just
I avoid those posts.
I'm
I
seeing.
haven't
the bitch-
read them either, but they need to
it's-
get their tampons in check, dude.
Yeah,
Seriously.
but this is going back to what I just said. It kind of it's like not making me want to play Mass Effect 3 because like I just feel like I'm going to put this 30 hours into this game and get to this conclusion and be like, oh man, and it's like really like you just.
You know what though is
You
you're
like-
not a child, so you're not going to get upset about it. You're like, it's a story.
Yeah.
I'm witnessing the story because you're never a part of the game. The story is going on, and you're just playing
Regardless,
in it.
yeah.
So the ending, you'll enjoy it or you won't, but you're not going to flip out because you're not a child.
And it's somebody else's vision. No matter how many endings they put, like even in Heavy Rain, there was 22. Those were all somebody's idea. Your choices in game will lead you to different scenarios or whatever, but they pre-mapped out every scenario. This aren't like something you did.
When you read a book, are you going to tear out the last page and rewrite it yourself?
Yes.
Or are you going to send
I
a
do that
letter
all
to
the
the
time.
writer and be like, you suck at your job. Thanks for everything else, but the last page, terrible.
I'm going to rewrite
thanks.
Hunger Games, cash in on that, give it a different ending.
Thanks for one of the greatest trilogies of all time, pumping in 100+ hours between the 3 games, and then
It didn't end how I wanted it
No,
to,
your
so you
your
died.
ending. No, we can't do that.
A bunch of us whiners are going to try to raise $500 and make you remake it.
It kind of got over that. They had like
They had like $20,000.
$20,000.
But when you look at it, they shipped 4 million the first week, so that's like I can't do math. We'll just call it 1% of people.
Yeah, those guys.
1% of people are like that up in arms about it. You think BioWare gives a fuck?
No.
BioWare, they came out, they said they will not they don't want to discuss the endings anymore until more people actually finish the game. Like, they don't really want to comment on it anymore.
Sounds like an early way to say we fucked up.
No.
I don't know. No. And
Whatever.
a lot of the uproar is them like, oh, but Fallout 3 changed. No. Fallout 3 had to do that because the way they initially designed that game was it would not allow you to play the DLC because there was no save point at the end of the game. You were physically unable to jump. What was the first pack? Anchorage? Does nobody remember
Broken
back-
Steel, I thought.
Broken Steel, I believe.
Okay, yeah, whatever it was, I forgot. It wouldn't let you jump, so they had to mod the end. They had to change it, or else you wouldn't be able to jump into any of the DLC. It was kind of like you'd have to replay the entire game just to play the DLC, and that's the only reason they slightly altered the ending.
I was a dick in Fallout 3. I totally made that one girl. I'm like, no, you go in there. I can't do that. And if she died, didn't feel bad.
Spoiler!
I didn't lose any
I
sleep.
walked away with my dog. The dog I never found in the game.
No, that's not a spoiler. If you haven't played Fallout 3 by now, then
I suppose there
you're
is a statute of
fucked
limitation at some point where you're just like, all right, this game's been out for like 5 years.
Yeah,
I'm free to talk about it.
Perhaps a year is a safe time.
sure.
Done.
I mean, it's the same thing. Like how
I
can you
still
go
think
back
that was vague. I mean, even that.
You heard it here first. 1 year.
one
One
That's
year.
your answer.
done. No, I don't know. Yeah, good
Yeah.
times. Yes,
Yeah.
good stuff. Yeah.
Chirp.
Yeah. So we'll move right.
So there
into,
you have it, Tyler. Did we
Right.
even answer his question? I think we just went into big like.
We didn't even address his question.
What was the
really.
No,
physical
well-
question? We just got off into.
What do you
like,
think of
little
having
tirades.
multiple endings? Was that his question?
Yeah.
I think it's
I don't know.
awesome.
I already deleted the question because we.
Sweet.
Okay,
I
it's
It's
already-
good.
It's
Ending-
good having multiple because that means there's lots of branching options and it's good.
Yeah.
Me likey.
That was the loudest pop ever. God damn it, man.
So for those of you listening,
Pain in his face.
Those of you listening at home that didn't just see what just happened. Okay, so Matt's talking with his hands.
I have shock mounts for a reason.
Smacks,
and then he just
ever-living
smacks
shit
the
out of the
mic.
microphone. And Joe's the only one with like earphones in to actually,
God
sound
damn it,
check
that
everything
was
as it's
loud.
going on. And his face just turned red.
It was pain.
It's good stuff.
Ah, I might be deaf
You're
tomorrow.
not going to be back next week.
Oh, there's no back-to-back-to-back.
Ugh. All right.
All right, now that we have one of our hosts is now deaf. What's the next question?
What?
That?
All right. So this is actually coming out of Warner Brothers' expressed interest, depending on the success of the game, to greenlight a movie starring Juliet Starling.
Oh?
For those of you who don't know who Juliet Starling is going to be the main character of Lollipop Chainsaw.
Oh.
She's
A
hot.
movie.
Right?
That little blonde chick.
Right?
So they're going to make a movie out of Lollipop Chainsaw?
If it does good.
Well, it's not going to do good, though.
It's not
That's
gonna
the
do good.
problem.
It's not going to do good.
Those kind of games are,
Those are
It'll
like
get
Shadows
some,
of the
but
Damned and Catherine.
The only thing... Oh, Catherine got
that's,
really good
that's
reviews.
that wheelhouse I
and
saw it in.
Well,
Yeah.
good reviews, but it's an anime game, and most people won't buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Except
they still
Atlas
got-
fans.
They still
Yeah.
got a bunch more sales after the reviews came out with Catherine. I had a ton of people come in saying, we sold out of that game for weeks on end. We could not keep
Yeah,
that in stock after the reviews came out.
My store did too when I worked for GameStop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're only shipping like 2 copies at a time to us.
It's easy to sell out.
Yeah.
2 copies.
But
Yeah.
then they didn't send us more right away.
If they get really good reviews, it's going to help them, but it's not going to be that successful. It just, that's not
It's
a
too
game.
tongue-in-cheek. I mean, how are you going to, massively sell a game that's not serious in the
Yeah,
slightest?
it's
I
like,
would like a movie about it.
well, like those Japanese style games just do not do good in the States. Like, and it does have that feel of like a Japanese kind of game like that.
Yeah.
And it's just not going to do well because of that.
It's like Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball with chainsaws. I mean,
I'd buy that.
pretty much what it is.
I'd buy it
I love
Dead or
chainsaws.
Alive.
Dead or Alive.
with chainsaws.
with chainsaws.
on
Yeah,
the beach.
totally.
with hot blonde chicks.
Right?
Totally.
You still have to buy them gifts.
Damn it. Don't chainsaw me.
All right, ready for the next one?
I
Maybe.
am.
PAX East. We might have an announcement for Rock Band 4.
Why?
Good question.
I mean, like,
And
the
I thought-
industry is almost like kind of just said that the music genre is dead almost.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is. Rocksmith didn't do very well.
Well,
I
Rocksmith,
love
you'd go
Rocksmith.
off and buy a guitar just to use it.
Yeah, that's
If you didn't have one already.
right.
But
Tony
Rock
bought
Band
a
was
guitar for
Yeah,
Rocksmith.
I'm enjoying, but it's a different. It's actually teaching you how to use an instrument. You're not playing on a fucking toy.
Sort of teaching you.
I mean, Rock Band 3 did sell well, but it's been a while.
But haven't we
Since people got-
said all we need to say with the first 3 Rock Bands? Need we another full? Can't we
no.
just get a map pack with some new songs?
Well, that's
do
what
we
they've been
really
doing. They do
need-
that like
Map,
every day.
map, really?
Calm down.
Track pack.
Yeah, they
Calm
do
down.
track packs like seriously like every
Tramp stamp,
other
whatever.
day or
Tramp
so.
stamp, yes.
Like if you go to that Rock Band music store, that thing's got like thousands of songs.
There's
on it at this point.
over 10,000 songs
Yeah.
by now. I mean, like, I have almost 1,000 songs in my Rock Band 3 library. Plus, I have Beatles Rock Band, which you can't import. Stupid. But
Stupid.
you could go
It's
on the
dumb.
store and have 10,000 songs you pick from. They're $2 a piece. Just go buy songs. We don't need a whole nother $60 game,
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
which is going to drop to $30 in a month.
Well, SSX is already on sale. That shocked me too. That game's only been out less than a month, maybe at a month,
Yeah, no, it's
2 weeks.
Couple weeks.
a couple weeks.
Yeah.
That thing's already $20 off.
Came out the 28th.
Yeah, that thing's $20 off right now.
Fucking A, sir. Fucking A.
yeah.
Yeah,
No.
they shouldn't make another Rock Band because it won't
I don't
do
think
well.
so either. Track packs, $20 track packs work well. I'm clearly the only person in this room that plays Rock Band.
You really
Yeah,
are.
I
You
kind of
really
gave
are.
up on
yeah.
the music genre a little
I have
bit.
friends that have it, and I'll play it with them, but I'm not going to dump that
I
kind
have
of money.
one Guitar Hero, and I was like, okay, I get it. Meh. Played it a little, don't care. I do enjoy Rocksmith, and that's it. I avoided everything else. I think I have Guitar Hero 2, and that's it.
I still do Audio Surf and Beat Hazard on PC. Those are my music games that I've kept with.
Tycho Drum Master on PS2. Come on.
And
No.
those are because you can only import your song, so there's infinite number, basically.
Joe's face. He's like, what? You play drums.
Not the point.
Amateur.
Crytek 3 engine. No,
Hooray.
Cry 3 engine.
Hooray!
right? CryEngine 3.
it's the CryEngine, yes.
CryEngine 3 is going to cost $1.2 million to license.
And nobody's going to use it.
Hooray!
Other than the original developer.
Yeah.
And
nobody's gonna care.
EA will get them. But, no one else is going to want to buy it. That's just way too expensive when you can get Unity's $1,500 now.
Unreal.
Yeah,
Unreal's
is
dropped
like
because the new
around
one's getting
there.
ready, right?
Yeah.
Is that actually the 1 year licensing, or is that like a lifetime licensing, or what's the deal with that?
Don't know.
Don't know.
Probably
The-
per game.
I read the entire article. It didn't say.
Okay, I mean that's just.
And
Is that just development cost? I could see
And
it being
I'm-
development cost, a little bit low for development cost.
I mean,
but
yeah,
first-person shooter, go with Frostbite 2 at this point. Why bother with... I don't know.
because
It's still a
Battlefield
really
is
good
too
engine.
awesome.
it's a really nice looking engine. It just no one's gonna want to get it at that price. I mean, look at I think Crytek Engine's only been in 3 games. I think, right? Am I correct with that?
I think it's just-
Crysis 1, 2, and maybe another one.
Well, yeah, because they revamped Crysis 1 on the new CryEngine, yeah. And
Yeah, well, yeah, and the first
Which
one
was also
used-
called Crisis.
Yeah, well, yeah, the first Crysis used the Crysis.
No, it was
and
called the
Crytek
first Crisis.
1.
It actually says that on the cover art. The first Crisis, Dick.
But at that cost, and considering the engine just isn't selling as is, no, it's not going to do anything. It'll lower, wait a few months, it'll come way down.
But come get our stuff. Have
I'm
fun.
sure it'll be pretty, and because it's always been an engine that really pushes stuff. But
Oh yeah, it's always super advanced. Yeah,
it's
good
very
stuff.
very advanced engine. But you can get probably something very similar for a fraction of the cost. And
Just use Unreal.
I like the Unreal Engine.
I like Unity. I've used both though.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Good times.
Okay, next, let's see. There might be a new Castlevania game in the works.
This is me not caring.
Shut up! I
My
love
nipples just
Castlevania.
hardened.
I liked every Castlevania up until recently, and Joe tried to talk me out of my most recent Castlevania purchase, and sure enough, I brought it back. It was not good.
Which one? The new one?
Yeah, Lords of Shadow.
It's
Well, it's not even new anymore. That was
Yeah,
late
last
2010.
year.
it's
Oh, geez.
so fucking bad. There's one cut, like every time you jump off your horse, there's one cutscene, which is really impressive when
When
goes-
it happens the first time,
Yeah,
it
you're
was
like,
great.
whoa.
Holy shit!
And then
you do it
happens
again
every
it's-
time, and it's like, seriously, they don't have 3 or 4 of these. It's the same cutscene every time I jump off and they keep making you jump off horses, so you just keep.
Same cutscenes.
Yeah,
Same
no,
little-
they
yeah,
have
that's
2
terrible.
cutscenes, but they're the same. They're just mirrored.
I got my problem with the Darkness 2. There's only like 4 different ways to kill somebody.
Darkness.
Darkness 2.
When we start
He's-
talking about the
I
No,
mean,
he's
just
going into
like-
that whole
like-
cutscene over and over
Yeah,
and over and over.
the
and
same
over
thing.
and
It's
over.
just so tiring.
Just
Got
stop
it.
doing that, guys.
Just do the demo. Like you see everything you can actually do in the game.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm glad I had no interest in buying it.
Well,
But I used to.
Me
I'm
neither.
a huge Castlevania fan from back in the day. Like I would like
Stick with 2D on those
a
things.
2D,
They're the way to go,
side-scrolling
man.
platformer again. You
Symphony
don't
of the
have to
Night
go.
was one of the best games ever made. And
Yeah.
just keep making more like that.
Like it was the combat. It worked. The combat was fun. It was a God of War clone, but didn't do it as well as God of War did,
Right.
as most God of War clones don't. They always fail to live up to.
Except Darksiders. That one worked pretty well.
It's really good, but still God of War works better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their design system. Everybody clones them, but yeah, it was fun. The combat system worked in the new Castlevania. It was boring. The story was dry. Like I said, the repetitive cutscenes is just if they do anything like that again, no, thank you. And it's still so fucking expensive
the game.
for a used game. It's like still in the 30s, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Think so.
For a game that came out 2 years ago.
Not many people got it, so it still has that rarity to it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
It sucks with those games.
yeah, it's rough. Good times.
Was there a word on like what kind of game they're making? Like, are they doing
No, it's
system, nothing?
Basically going to be the same thing.
Just, they're making one. Awesome.
Lame.
Yeah. And that's
Lame.
if that rumor is true.
Okay.
All right, ready for the last rumor?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Can I throw one in there that's probably not as good as yours?
Sure.
Unless, did you purposely withhold it from? I hope it's not yours.
Oh, that might be
Some I
mine.
heard.
Which one is it?
Go for it.
Okay,
I do not have that rumor.
Okay, yeah. So I was hearing some swirly swirls about a new Epic Mickey coming out, Epic Mickey 2, that's supposed to go multi-platform.
Epicer.
Woo!
It's more epicest. It's the mostest epicest. I'm actually stoked about that because as the
Which means
it was
it's gonna be on
it was It was a little
That'd be cool. I'd play
childish. It was a little childish, but I had a lot of fun playing it on the Wii. It was one of the few titles
That
I
would work
actually
pretty well
enjoyed.
to Kinect, I would think.
Probably.
Nothing
If it's-
works well with Kinect.
No.
Gunslinger.
Wait,
It works
would work. It
decently.
would work good with connectors.
That's what
I hope
I
they
think.
just avoid motion gaming.
Oh, yeah?
I hope they just.
It's
They won't.
if it comes to Xbox, it's probably gonna give you an option.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun with the first one. It wasn't really that motion based. It was, you mainly used the Wiimote like just for the buttons. You really didn't.
Oh, okay.
You aimed when you had to spray the paint. That was the only time you'd use the actual motion.
Oh, I love spraying paint.
Yeah.
Mickey, having a hand in graffiti since what year?
1902.
Steamboat. Steamboat Willie.
Yeah. That's old
1903,
school.
maybe.
That's actually a really good rendition. Shit. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I'll buy it. I know it's whatever. It's not going to be a huge selling game. I could tell you that before they even make it. It's going to be a real niche market. But they got my 60 bones. I want to see what happens. But now that I have the option to get on something other than the Wii, it's just going to make me want to get it even more.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Hooray.
Last.
See, nobody gave shit on
Have
me,
you
but I
used
wanted to say.
my rumor that I had?
What?
That's right.
Yeah, one
right.
second.
I don't remember what yours was. I'm really bad at this.
1928 for Steamboat Willie. I thought I was later than that.
What was your rumor, Mark?
About Steamboat Willie, apparently.
Yeah, very well.
This
Steamboat Willie.
was- I'm pulling it up right
it was
now.
about Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Rumor, I guess an
I'm
analysis.
really bad at my job.
Yeah, and the kind of rumor analysis was GTA 5 will be hitting next March, which will give it a huge window of missing Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed, and it'll be Battlefield, I guess, next year. But yeah, so that was a rumor from someone who
Makes sense.
I have it in there.
You're also the only one with two. Like, you have more to look after, so you're gonna miss more stuff. You got social media and
Whatever.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
way to justify it.
Nah.
Trying to make them feel better. Jesus, gosh,
I don't give a fuck.
gosh.
I'll make up a
Those are
rumor,
my
too, so
thoughts.
Joe feels really bad.
Nah.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, let's play a little guessing game with the last rumor. See if you guys could guess what it is about.
We won't. Okay,
And I have a little quote.
quote.
Yeah,
'Cause the only other
pertaining
big-
to the rumor itself.
The only other big thing I heard this week was the whole, not uproar, but it's because it came
Shut up. Here's a quote.
I think you won.
Maybe.
So much for the guessing game.
Yeah.
No, because you guys don't have the hint.
All
by
right,
all
give us the
means.
hint.
All right.
Got all day.
So the quote was, the ending was half-assed because of the leak. They changed it at the last minute so they could have time to prepare the real ending via DLC.
Mass Effect.
Oh, yeah.
I suck at preparing guessing games. Anyway, so the rumor is there's going to be a DLC releasing in April or May called The Truth.
This I already heard,
Yeah.
but I didn't hear that much about it. Where the
Where'd the rumor come from?
The real
That's
ending.
what I want to know.
The real ending for Mass Effect?
No, they can't. No,
They won't.
You can't
do
just
that.
redo
You-
the
you-
whole
Well,
ending.
it's also because when there's multiple endings, how do you have a real one? You know, the whole point is you choose the way you go.
Maybe the Earth gets destroyed.
I think this is these same jackasses
Spoilers.
that are in the uproar. That
These
are
guys are
making
using the
crack.
Crytek engine, too. They're crying all the way to home to mom.
Yeah, bitches.
Either way, I guarantee I'm buying it.
Well, I'll get it, too.
I'm a whore, absolute whore.
I get
for
every
Mass
Mass
Effect
Effect.
DLC.
Every single one.
Well, this
You want to make sweet, sweet love to Commander Shepard, don't you?
Oh, dude.
Oh, FemShep.
Yeah, I don't even need FemShep, dude. Come on, no way.
this
I'm gonna play that. I'm
rumor.
gonna wrap myself up in silk sheets first.
Oh God,
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I'm done. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Silky.
1 point to the Mad Army.
The only other thing I heard, but I don't know if it's kind of a blurred line between news and rumors. There was like this big thing going on that was now that 3 months ago Sony came out and said that there will be no
PS4.
PS4 being announced this year, or at least not at E3, and Microsoft now coming out last week ish
This week, yeah.
and saying it that when the fuck is this shit coming?
2013 or 2014.
See, I thought they were gonna
I really think 2013, 360, 2014, PS4.
Yeah, but
sounds-
I thought Xbox was going to talk about it this E3.
That's
and
what I would've thought,
release
too.
it-
Thought so,
Release
too.
it next holiday, like
You know
a
what-
year and a half from.
You know what,
yeah.
though, is if you think about it, if they talk about a system coming out next year, it'll probably impact their sales of the system that's out now. People will be like, oh, I'm going to wait now. I won't buy it.
Yeah,
So I guess
Yeah.
it could make sense they want to do it a year ahead.
it did happen with Nintendo. The Wii is not selling anymore because the Wii U. As soon as the Wii U got announced,
Well, I think it was already not selling.
yeah,
Yeah, I think every family and their dog had one.
yeah. My dog has one. No, okay.
He broke it.
He's so violent.
Peed on the balance board.
He'd shoot down the controller. Ate the nunchuck.
We used to get those in all the time. They'd shoot on fucking nunchuck nubs. I don't know. Okay. Is that it for rumors and social medias?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hooray.
So is that...
So basically, everyone was pissed off at Mass Effect, and rumors are going around that they want to fix it with a whole new ending.
They're not.
No, they don't do it. Don't do it, BioWare.
Lies.
You're better than that.
Lies.
No, they're not.
Take off your pants, too. I'm coming over.
Do it. So does that mean it's a certain time of the week?
No.
He's coming up with something in his head for
I'm
his
stalling because I'm out of music.
theme. No. I tried to use up everything he had.
Okay, let's do it. Tony's topic of the week. Boop 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 boop.
Sounds very similar.
Yeah,
I
it
changed
does
it.
sound like the
No,
last one.
no,
Like 8-bit.
It's totally new and patented. And shit.
Yeah.
Patent pending.
Okay. So this
Justin's
one,
gonna take it.
this one has been a brewing since the podcast has started, gentlemen's, and we're finally gonna tackle it today. You guys want to get nuts?
Let's go crazy. Take off your shirts.
Let's get fucking nuts.
Hand lotion, yes or no?
We're doing it. PCs versus consoles. The ultimate showdown.
Wow.
Joe's got a smile on his face. He's finally happy about a topic of the week.
No,
No, I just looked at my background.
Oh, he's looking at
Oh,
porn.
you bastard. I thought you were actually
Hooray.
excited about one of these.
Okay, what are we talking about? What's the topic of the week?
PCs versus consoles. We're
Let's
finally
go.
doing it. Okay, so
Ooh.
I have
Full attention.
I'm gonna let you guys in on a little bit of my process on what goes on with the topic of the week. I usually have a general topic which you guys have heard, and then I have like bullet points to try to keep the conversation
Going.
online or on par, I guess. Just like
Because we like off topic.
flowing, yeah. To
We
keep,
are very
to keep it
off
flowing.
topic.
And
Yeah,
this
we are.
this week I wanted to try something a little different, and we're just gonna all
I
spitball.
don't like change.
I'm scared of change. I have some stuff in case, like, you know, there's whatever, that error, I guess. There's some stuff to throw in there, but we could just kind of free flow it. And I thought this would be a good week to do it because we had Matt again, because I remember him making a comment about it last week as well.
Yeah,
So
well, he
it's a
doesn't
little-
know what's good for him.
It's a little two on two action.
Whoa.
So
Wait, so you're just blatantly assigning us teams based on who has a PC
Let's go,
that runs
Joe.
games?
no, because
I
you
got
got
my
you
9
two-
all cocked
whoa,
up.
Whoa, whoa,
Your alliance is pretty clearly
All right.
labeled there. So.
I
Mark,
constantly-
we won at hockey
constantly-
yesterday. We could do this 2 for 2.
Yes.
Let's
I
go.
constantly get shit on for saying the consoles, I like them better than PCs, and now that I gave you the PC side, you're like, what is this fucking
He's still
bullshit?
gonna poop on
Don't
it.
put a label on me,
Don't
sir.
label me. I'm not a PC
dare
guy.
you.
You lying sack of shit. By all means, jump on the console bandwagon. We'll all tag up against Mark.
No, I'm not going to leave Mark by
Raising-
himself.
I'm the smallest one here.
He's wiry. We can
No,
take
I mean,
him.
you guys could jump on. I have valid points for both sides of the argument. I'm not
No, you
complete.
don't.
I really
You
do.
hate PCs.
You have not even heard my argument. I'm talking about building one.
This PC one says it looks pretty.
Not
Yeah.
fast enough.
He's gonna like list his specs and we're just gonna tear them apart.
You
What
could
the
have
hell?
had Train Simulator 2012 for $7. Did you do it? No, because you don't
not.
have a PC. You could have bought it though.
Maybe
Yeah,
also
'cause
because
it links-
maybe he
gives
thinks
links.
trains are boring.
I actually had a
enjoyed
lot
it.
of fun. I actually had a lot
until
of
he
fun.
until he absolutely plowed into a train. In
No,
front
I
of him.
did it on
That was
purpose. 'cause
hilarious.
I wanted
That
to
was
see.
hilarious.
I wanted to see the little kids screaming about the fire and the coal spilling over. Oh, mommy! It was fun.
This game is so worth $7.
None of that happened, by the way. I just overshot my landing.
Whatever.
Yeah.
No,
People
you know
die
you
either
should
way.
you should buy it so when you do have a PC, you're ready to go. You'll have a Steam library built up, and it'll all have been
Just
on
buy
sale.
things that you'll play later.
Okay, gentlemen. I'm going to start this off with.
Wait, I'm not ready.
Give him a minute.
He needs to take his pants off.
waiting.
I don't even have a belt on.
I feel like I don't even have pants on.
Okay.
My pajamas.
So, my question to you, fine gentlemen, is if the PC realm is so much better, why are all the games virtually made for the consoles and then ported over to the PCs?
Because they sell faster. Because more people have consoles.
Son. Oh, shit.
They want to perfect it for PC users.
They want to perfect it for PC users. That
We want
brings
to perfect for our smaller audience.
Then why is every time I see a new PC game come out that
Because there's
just
8,000 different
uproar-
fucking graphics cards.
uproar about how it's tearing on this screen and there's no sound on this computer and everybody has fucking problems and just everything's glitchy as shit all the time. And how come every time I fucking play on your computer, it takes forever to load a goddamn game up and there's all these
No, it
fucking...
doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it
And you have,
doesn't.
like a supercomputer.
Fight.
No.
Fight.
Isn't that- dude, you just turn on the Xbox and you put in the game and you hit start and you're playing.
No.
You're
There's
playing.
No.
You're
There's
playing.
no risk of Lawnmower Man on my Xbox, damn it.
Right?
At least my computer doesn't overheat.
Neither does my Xbox.
They used to.
My old Xbox did. So my current Xbox, no overheating. No.
So, okay, how many Xboxes have you gone through? I've gone through
3.
one computer.
3. Lies. You can
One
have a
computer
all the time.
ever?
No.
Lies.
Yeah.
Lies.
I keep upgrading.
I've only had one computer ever
Every
break
time
on
you
me.
upgrade, that's like buying a new console.
No,
No, it's
that's
worse.
upgrading.
It's worse. Consoles are like 300.
Whatever.
Graphics cards are 2 something.
Yeah. That's what does all the work.
I understand that. I get.
Okay, well, let's put it this way. How much does Red Ring cost to fix?
Nothing. Microsoft warranted it.
No. After the warranty.
I never had
$100.
one break in the warranty.
You're focusing on one specific issue and comparing it to an overlying problem with PCs that you have to constantly change them to make them work for the current stuff.
No.
It's true.
Yes.
Anytime anything breaks on my computer, it's usually a hard drive or RAM stick going bad. $70 to fix.
Yeah. I remember this one time.
It's cheap,
I was
and
at
it almost never
I'm-
happens.
I remember. Here's a little story for all the kids at home. Gather around the file, kids. So I'm at Joe's house one time, and I'm loading up the Bad Company's 2s, and I'm getting ready to play.
A lot of plurals in that, by the way.
A lot of
Yeah, we
we're
love plurals.
pluralizing stuff
Lots
that
of
doesn't need-
plurals.
yeah. So I'm hopping in, and we're trying to find a server, and I'm like 3 minutes in. And
Wait
then
a
we
sec.
Then we find.
Wait.
It's my
no,
story.
no,
It's
no,
my
no,
story.
no. You shut up.
Then
This story is from that computer.
Okay.
no, it's from that. What the fuck happened?
No,
Okay.
your Bad Company 2 story is from my old computer that I completely replaced.
Okay, and we
Because it
no,
was old tech.
wasn't,
Yeah, it
'cause
was.
This is after you built your monster PC. This was like 2 months ago.
No,
Yeah.
this
It
had to have
doesn't,
been
it
before.
doesn't
No, this was
matter
like 2
because
months
the
ago.
point is you had to have 2 different computers to play a $10 game that you can get on Xbox.
$20.
Well, the thing is, so we're looking, and this huge server list, which is taking minutes to pull up, and then I click on one, and then it's got to figure it out, and then it's got to load, and then it's got to throw you in.
You're talking
it's
about Battlefield
struggling-
3.
No,
Because
I'm talking about Bad Company 2 like 2 months ago, dude. I'm positive, man. It was on your nice new shiny computer.
I
It's
don't
the
have
way-
Bad Company 2 installed.
It's the way PCs are.
It hasn't been installed on that computer. Bad Company 2 has not been on that computer.
I'm losing interest.
It was Battlefield 3.
Okay, fine. Let's switch the story around, Matt style. We're lying. And we're going to do Battlefield 3. It took forever. It's so dumb. It's harder to find matches. And then all you do is get on there and you find people that are fucking hacking the system any goddamn way.
I don't
Totally
have that
overpowering
problem.
you.
But you can spin faster.
Ooh, but I got
Guess what? So can
mods.
ice dancers. And you know what? They're gay.
I got mods. I can add extra stars to my skyline in Skyrim.
Dude, those
My horse
are
can walk
epic.
backwards and
Mine
do
can't.
moon
I can
dance.
wish
ride
mine could.
dragons.
I could spawn my
Just
own
take LSD.
dragons.
You can ride dragons all day.
Right? I don't know. I get that.
I'm not one way or the other for this because I do know each has its like good and bad.
Yeah, they
for
both
the
have
most part. I do agree with the whole. It does cost more to have a PC than a console, basically. Just
Way more.
Unless that first purchase generally is more than a console, usually by two. Well, by today's prices, usually by 2 or 3 times. Usually costs you like a grand to put together a really nice computer, while you can buy a 360 for like $300. The only thing about PCs that I still find, it's not when it comes to gaming. I'd probably go to console just because I've gotten so used to controllers at this point. But I can do anything on my PC at this point. Music, web browsing and stuff like that. I've tried to do that on Xbox. It doesn't work as well. I've tried to have music on there as well, and it was clunky.
Yeah. No, the price is actually the one thing that doesn't bug me as much, because when you look at it from the overall perspective, this is one of the things I'm actually on PC side about.
Whatever.
Is you got that $1,000 investment like you're saying, and you got the $300 for the Xbox. Okay, but the Xbox costs $10 more per game, which we all buy on average 10 new games a year.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, that's already $100 per year over the course of the 7-year Xbox cycle that you're spending on the exact same games, which is going to catch up. That's right, $700. You got $60 a year ish for Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's supposed to be 60.
Yeah, upgrading. You got. You have to buy.
Wait. Are we arguing just for 1 year?
Well, a lot of PC games are also $60 now too, though.
Yeah,
All
newer
the
ones
really,
have it.
really big ones.
Yeah, that's true. Only like,
Even like-
Battlefield was 60, Skyrim was 60,
Rage was 50 when it came
Rage
out.
was 50.
COD was 50, wasn't it?
Yeah.
COD's usually 50.
Modern Warfare 3 was 60, I believe.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
60.
Modern Warfare 3. Everything before that was 50.
Yeah, some like they did do like a price increase, but it was nicer. A lot of people were doing that. Mass Effect 3 is actually 62.
Interesting story. Major League Baseball
Oh, yeah,
2K12,
that's a big
$60 console, $30 PC.
Yeah.
Day
That-
came out.
I mean, then you got the Steam. The Steam is
Steam sale is
awesome.
amazing.
That helps. That's a great plus for the PC guys, because they're getting. We've brought this up many a times.
Oh yeah.
For
Yeah.
adult
Yeah.
gamers,
Train Sim, 2012,
When you got
$7.
kids that are gamers though, and they install things incorrectly from Steam and can't figure it out, and come into your store and complain and bring their laptop because they can't figure it out. Yeah, consoles are easier for kids.
Yeah. Well, I'm a grown man.
I know.
I like to shoot shit, and I like to do it on PC.
Yeah, I mean, you do it with a controller.
No, not for shooters.
No, God, that'd be gross. How dare
Right?
you.
Ew.
Shooters with a
No,
controller.
I want WAD's control movement style, so I can move in straight lines or weird angles, but not fluidly like a man walks. Hush.
This is why I wanted to do this with Matt here.
Yeah, you like that?
Call Mikey.
But hey, you can spin on a dime.
yeah, we
try
can.
wearing 100 pounds of gear and spinning on a dime. I will watch you fall and I'll laugh.
It would be funny.
It would be.
All right, YouTube video. That's going to be our thing. 100 pounds. Spinning
Each of
around
us needs to
circles.
try that. That'd be fantastic.
I'm
I got
going
airsoft
first.
guns. We could set up a target.
So
We're
talking,
going to shoot at Target? That'd be awesome.
Okay, so we're getting off topic again with the whole debate
Check
thing.
us out on the 6 o'clock news.
This happens all the
Yeah, I
time.
know.
I don't
Well,
know
see,
why you expect anything less.
I think for computer, obviously you get more accuracy when you're playing shooting games, but what about all the other games?
See, I don't know about that. When it started, the first the first person shooter genre, it was embarrassing. Keyboard and mouse versus a controller, but they've caught up.
I don't know.
They're blurring the lines.
I don't
it's
believe.
not quite there yet.
I
They're
think you get more precision with it, but
I don't even believe that this is a valid argument because it's all controller preference. I prefer a keyboard and mouse for shooters. You prefer a controller.
Actually, the more I play at your house, because I do like Joe's computer. I'm getting better. Like the first time, like I couldn't even walk. Remember when I was like when you were trying
Walk.
to show me?
W.
I couldn't figure it out.
It's W for
I,
walk.
I didn't mean it that. I didn't mean it that literally. I meant like I was struggling to like look around, and everything was happening way too fast, and like I couldn't like.
Do you on
Put the cursor
consoles? Do you play inverted?
No.
I do.
Oh.
Yeah, you're like the only weirdo in the whole world.
Yeah,
They
not
make
really
those
with,
controls for
inverted.
Mats.
Pretty much.
And Mikey.
Except for Flight Sims. Flight Sims, I actually do invert.
You have
Yeah.
Other
to.
than that,
Yeah, you have to for that.
It'd just be
Speaking of
weird.
which, you need to check that out.
Just because it's in Hawaii, right?
Yeah. For everyone who doesn't know, Matt is obsessed with Hawaii, and I believe if someone offered him a house in Hawaii, he would like be there faster than a plane gets there.
Yes, I would.
that'd be impressive.
I would turn into energy and shift over there.
Yeah.
That'd be
Microsoft
impressive.
Flight is also in Hawaii.
But you do have to buy. Well, you get the one island, but then you have to buy
Yeah, you get the
rest
main island and then $20
for the
for the rest of them.
another.
But the main game is
150
free,
islands
so why the fuck not?
I think I'll just go to Hawaii. Actually,
Also,
You'll see me and Joe flying over.
yeah,
Right.
about the whole console versus PC thing. We have Microsoft Flight, which
There's
they
certain
could
genres
clearly do on Xbox.
well, yeah,
There's certain genres that don't work on consoles.
Yeah.
you could do Flight
RTS
on
games
Xbox.
don't really work on console.
Every
They're
flight
getting closer
game that
to
I've
them.
tried.
Halo
on-
Wars was really good, dude.
Yeah, and what
I never
other
played it.
RTS has come out like since then though?
Whole Command and
That
Conquer
shit you
series.
like. Yeah, that one.
Well, that was before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're still not going to be as easy to use as a PC.
No, not even close.
Yeah, I mean, if they made Halo Wars
And
on
Tropico.
computer, it probably would be awesome. But on console, you have like a weirder,
That'd be awesome.
awkward control scheme for it.
See,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I totally
with
grant
Halo
that.
Wars, they did do it the right way. I know what you're trying to say.
Halo
Yeah.
Wars copied Command and Conquer.
Okay, whatever. But they did it. They actually did do it the right. Because I know exactly what you're trying to say. That you just need more.
Well, what they pretty much did is they took a square peg and just sawed off enough where it would fit into a round hole. You know, they just took off the extraneous stuff and made it simpler to make
Yeah.
it work.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you shouldn't have to do that to make the game work. So RTSs should be on PC. Just keep that as, you know,
Yeah.
flight sims.
That
Same
and,
deal.
Yeah, simulation games and RTSs are like PC's big
Sports.
thing.
I think every
I
sporting
still
game
think,
should
like,
be on a console.
Flight
Yeah.
games can be easily done on...
Like
Xbox.
Ace Combat
Who the
works,
fuck wants
but
to play
it's not
Madden
a
on a PC?
simulation.
I mean, Microsoft Flight, I'm using a controller anyway.
Yeah,
And it's an Xbox controller. It means I could do everything on the Xbox anyway.
yeah.
Except when it tells me to start the engine, I have to press B. I keep trying to do it on my controller, but they mean the keyboard.
Oh yeah,
They should specify that shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Specified, bitches.
with games like Red Orchestra 2, that would not survive on consoles.
No,
That's a huge PC series. That would not survive on consoles.
that game is also brutal.
Yeah, that game is also brutal. Awesome though. I love it.
I have it. We should play
We should. That's our goal for the day.
for the week. For
Sure.
this week. Let's talk about it next week.
All right, Red Orchestra 2.
All right, what about some user interface?
Windows. Better than fucking Xbox tiles. Oh, we're talking about games themselves.
No, PC versus consoles. I don't know.
Fucking hate the Microsoft dashboard on Xbox.
Yeah, well,
The
it's
new
better.
one's
It's
kinda
better than the Wii or the Sony one.
True.
I
like
like
the
the
cross-media
cross-media bar way better than what we got on Xbox now.
I
like
used to
Xbox
like
One.
before the update. I thought Xbox had the coolest interface before the one that happened this past year. I liked Xbox
Before we got the tiles.
Well, they'll change it
'Cause-
again. I mean, you know they will.
No, but it's gonna stick with the stupid Connect integration shit. Like, well,
Yeah.
you know they make the fuck shit. I can't. I'm gonna screw this up. There's like this thing that came out a couple
Kinect.
months ago that Microsoft is like making everybody from this point on. I can't think of what part of their thing, but any developer who wants to put it on the Xbox has to put Connect integration in it, or else they
Every
won't allow
game
it.
does.
No, it's not the games. It's some part of it, and that's why I prefaced this with "I'm going to screw this up."
The apps.
Was it that something? Yeah, they won't allow it on
Unless
Xbox
you can say it.
unless it is controllable through the Xbox
and
through the
that
Kinect.
that's true already. Like all the apps currently use. You
yeah,
can say
the
fucking
YouTube,
stupid is
Netflix,
that?
all that shit.
Yeah.
They all use Connect.
I don't want to.
I don't
do.
use it. I use
'Cause I
my
like
Connect when I'm watching the
Amazing,
video
whatever.
and I
Yeah,
say
basically.
Xbox pause
Yeah,
or Xbox next episode.
no.
Xbox
That's-
stands for me.
Xbox, suck me off. That
Yeah,
sort of
that
thing.
one doesn't
That sort of
work.
thing.
Xbox.
Well, that's
come
because
to
you have
bed.
the lights off.
It just
Xbox-
makes slurping noises.
For those,
Thanks, Bing.
All right, they could have left Bing out for sure. Also, in Microsoft Flight, they definitely could have left Bing out.
Yeah.
all right. What about exclusives? Because I think that's a tie. I really do. There's just too much on consoles that you cannot do on PCs, and there's too much on PCs that you can't do.
You know
on
what?
Consoles.
Xbox finally got is Alan Wake, and it's in 3D. I really, really want it, but I can't justify spending that kind of money.
Nerd.
As far as exclusives go, I mean, you have the MMOs are almost exclusive at this point. You have, StarCraft. They have their big titles too.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Diablo.
saying. I think it's a wash because consoles have so much that the PCs don't. PCs have so much that the consoles.
And it
don't
goes
have.
back to what genres work on each system.
Yep.
I mean, PC has millions more
MMOs, bigger RPGs.
indie games and stuff like that because Microsoft restricts who can be on there.
Well, there's all those
Marketplace.
stupid little games that come up too, like QWOP or whatever it was called. Shit like that. They'll never allow that on consoles.
Oh, I loved QWOP. I was like, what is that? Yeah, no, no, that
Yeah,
should
everybody's
never
giving me
go.
a goofy
You should
look,
never
like-
play on QWOP. You should never pay that game.
I
Pay
have no
for
idea
that
what you're
game.
talking about.
Yeah.
I have
Basically,
no idea what that is.
It's like if
You
you,
try
get
to run
you're a
100
runner,
yards.
and if you make it 5 meters, you're a genius. You literally use it's QWOP on the keyboard. It's QWOP.
Okay.
Q and W are his legs. Like Q is his left leg.
It sounds retarded.
It is.
It really is. It's the
stupid.
stupidest.
I hate it.
And it's so
It's like drunken Assassin's Creed.
it's purposely broken where
Good
like
idea.
you can't, you have to like keep hitting the keys to like move his four limbs,
Uh-huh.
and it's so broken that you won't make it a few meters, but it's fun.
There's a ton of people who've gotten they've done the 100 meters. But
Wait, what's it
Yeah.
called?
Quad.
QWOP?
yeah,
Is this a free game?
yes,
Where?
it's like a web-based
On the interwebs.
thing.
Hold on.
On the internets.
Hold on.
It's a web-based game. It's not like a release or anything. And you can search.
But
on
it's just
YouTube.
like a
There's
stupid
ton of
little
people
indie game.
who've
Like
gotten
it's fun
over
for
it.
5 minutes at a time. There's a very similar to one that you're on that, I can't think what this is called. You're on a bicycle, not a motorcycle.
Paperboy.
What?
Paperboy.
No, but close. But no, and it's that same thing where you're pretty much going to get murdered. You're almost on like a construction site, like high up on like skyscrapers, and you're going off from beams to different beams, and you're flipping.
Joe's losing. He's playing.
I
it
got
up right
negative
now.
1 meters.
I told you, it's fucking ridiculous. You can try it again.
I don't. I'm going
Nobody
backwards.
knows. It's purposely
Negative
broken.
8 meters.
It's like,
I do have some friends who can get to like 50 meters with no
How are you
trouble.
going backwards?
I don't know.
Everyone starts off like shit at that game.
yeah, yeah. You have to put in some time. To
Yeah,
get good
it's
at
one of
it.
those games where once you actually get it, and then there's no real point to it.
Well, that clearly settles that. Quaps wins it for PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. If you have go get $1,000 PC to get fucking
Yes. My PC is about $20 away from self-realization, and now I can play Quaps on it. Excellent.
Well, I know what we were saying earlier with the controls as well, because I know the PCs work better for certain things, but certain things like even Joe and you as well, right, Mark? You guys take an Xbox controller and play half the games.
For some of them are easier like that. Like Beat Hazard is definitely easier with a controller.
Yeah.
2.5 meters. I'm
Huh?
done. I made it forward in
You're
the
done?
game. Yeah, I'm
But
done.
like,
Retired.
like I
Done.
said,
Hard
I've
for
actually
Quap.
gotten more used to just using a controller for anything at this point.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell, that series on PC is nowhere near what it is on consoles because you have to use the WAS keys and it like keyframe like like little bit by little bit depending on how much you're holding it in, and it's not smooth when you're playing because you're not using a controller.
It's not smooth like butter.
Not silky.
Like Billy D. Like, if you got more than 10 buttons that you need to press in a game on a regular basis, stick it on PC. Other than that...
We had Cliffy B come out this week at GDC and said, your first game should not be on consoles, it should be on PC. And he basically was saying that because he doesn't want to deal, or he says you shouldn't have to deal with
Tony, are you playing
Microsoft
Quaps
right
now,
away.
too?
He's looking at Rage Comics or something, I don't know.
No, I was just trying to X out of the my fucking.
Yeah, he's got
Word
porn up
doc-
too, don't
yeah,
worry
it's
about
true.
it.
I just can't stop beating it. That's what I does. Even in public, I'm just like, whatever. Pants are off. We're close enough, guys. Just,
It's a medical disability.
I can't stop. I don't know. So, what should we do? Some final thoughts? Are we done on the
Sure.
PC console?
Unless you get someone else. I say, yeah, final thoughts.
Yeah, I'm kind of good on it. I think we're right around now.
That can't be right.
We're like
What?
right around an hour and a half, aren't we?
No.
Are we that short today? What are we at?
We're at an hour and 18, and I still have to cut like 10 minutes from the
It's all right.
That's fine.
We can
Whatever,
give
short
the
one.
guys a little hour. We could just freeball it. Let's finish up the topic of the week and then just talk video games. We would do that shit too.
Then,
You wanna tack on?
then the pillow fights.
Yeah, then the pillow fights. Yeah.
We're hiding that at the end of this.
Let's go ahead.
You know what we should do? Is I got cables. We could plug both Vitas into the mixing board. We could play some Unit 13 co-op and have full sound effect. That'd be awesome.
Could do that in a different thing, though.
Nerd.
Okay.
Could do like a different cast for that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's no. We'll get sidetracked as shit in a minute. Let's finish the topic of the week and then we'll get sidetracked as shit. That's fine.
Right now, I definitely think the consoles. That's for sure. They still have more players, more consoles out there, and they're probably going to be dominant for quite a bit. I'd probably forever at this point, unless they start to integrate more PC to console stuff. But it's a lot of personal choice. But because I do a lot that I don't do on my PC, on Xbox, and vice versa. This each thing does things right in its own way.
Yeah.
You know what would make me really happy is if Microsoft let me play Xbox games on my computer.
There are some that way.
No, legitimately.
Oh. Well, what do you mean?
Like I could go buy an Xbox game, put it in my computer, and play it.
Oh, maybe. Well, if you just get a disk drive that reads the dual laters, I can't remember.
I have a disk drive that reads dual laters.
PC will let you do it. It's called Pirate Bay, dude.
No. Like an Xbox program for my computer.
Oh, you want to like actually ping achievements and shit.
Yeah, like a legit.
You can do it.
No, I want my achievements, bitch.
Yeah.
That's why I actually get some of those games for Windows Live stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think, Matt? What's the grand scale of things?
I think at this point, I don't think PC is even close to console as far as just overall impact on the gaming world. I think PC had a huge advantage initially, because consoles were like 8-bit Nintendo stuff. PC was way ahead, and now I don't think they can keep up. I think the console's just too easy to use. It's sort of like the iPod.
Idiot proof.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. And like I said, as someone came into my store today, and this kid bought Skyrim, and he downloaded it from Steam first, and then bought it too. And he's like, I can't figure out what's going on with this. I'm like, well, if you bought it on Xbox, you would have no problems. It would just be playing.
Yeah.
Well, no, that kid is dumb.
Well, he is dumb, but how do you explain that to his mom, that your kid's dumb? It doesn't help you when you bought something
You go
in
like
the
this,
store.
Mom, your kid's dumb.
Everybody's not as tech savvy as us, though.
No,
we
but
can't
I mean,
overlook that.
Steam made it about as idiot-proof as it
No,
gets
it
because
really
you
is.
buy
Steam
the
is very
game,
idiot-proof.
it installs it for you, and then you hit play. That's it.
Yeah, and then you have to do 3 hours of adjusting to make it work right on your screen.
No,
instead of just
you
putting it
don't.
in.
Steam sets everything for you.
A lot of games now come out with auto, like
Automatic
screen
settings.
resolutions and
Auto-tune.
stuff. You have like the auto settings.
It'll detect all your shit.
Auto detect. There
And
you
then
go.
put-
So
Well, somehow it wasn't working for this kid, and basically I'm like, if you bought it on Xbox, it would be no problem.
Yeah.
And
You
they'll
converted somebody.
probably come back tomorrow with the second copy of the PC game that they still can't get working because the kid set something up wrong, and the mom is an idiot and he's an idiot.
It's not hard. You buy the game.
It's also
You
not
look
hard
at
to
the little
parallel park. Look
pamphlet.
how people can never do
You
it.
look at the pamphlet that tells you, click on this, redeem this code. How hard can it fucking get?
It's not, but you got to assume least common denominator with people.
It's stupid.
I assume you're an idiot when you come in.
Well,
That
yeah, it's exactly what you need
Kid
to do.
shouldn't have a computer.
You're right.
Also, why is he playing Skyrim on a goddamn fucking laptop?
I don't know.
You're stupid. Kick
Just
him in the
buy it on
balls.
Xbox. It's not as glitchy.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
actually
glitchy
works.
anymore.
Well, what do you think? What's your final PC versus console stabathon?
I'm still a PC guy.
We know, but what's your...
That's because he's stubborn.
what's your thoughts? You got to give some props
Well,
to the consoles.
no, I do. They got Forza.
Yeah, that's it.
And
That's all you've been doing right.
Gears. And Uncharted.
Uh,
And Halo.
These are all things I would do fine if I never had a console. I would be fine without them. But since I've already tasted the blood,
You shark, you.
Like the
no.
party chat isn't new to that's a PC thing. Too.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
The
There's a lot of
internet,
things they
like
kinda
internet
ported over
connectivity.
and-
yeah.
yeah.
PCs have always had the advantage.
Yeah,
PCs have a clear advantage as far as graphics.
Yeah,
that's totally true though.
I don't dispute that.
But, well, the thing with newer games that you keep saying, they start on Xbox, get ported to PC. Because there is a lot more development that goes towards a PC that you don't have to put into an Xbox game because there's 800 different graphics cards, 8,000 different motherboards. You have to...
Well, why don't they get rid of that? Why don't they only make 4 graphics card? I don't know.
Well, they have to
Because
have
companies want money.
they have to have like a middle of the line, a high end, and the low each year for each company.
Yeah. You need your valued graphics cards, which are this graphics card 5 years from now. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, this shit will just keep getting cheaper as new shit comes out.
Because it's older tech at that point.
Yes.
I got you.
Which is why Xbox keeps using 1.5 year old tech. Because it's cheaper.
At that point, it's cheaper to mass produce. Yeah, I know.
Right. But if you're willing to spend the money, go for a PC.
And then it'll last 5 years at least. I haven't I generally do the exact same thing. I buy like last year's graphics card and lasts like for 4 or 5 years, and I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. And then PCs have a longer lifespan, and when I say that, I mean like the motherboard, the RAM, a hard drive, that'll last you as long as you take care of it, the life of the computer itself. You upgrade the graphics card, that's really all the money you're putting into it.
Yeah.
Graphics cards are easy to upgrade.
Pop in, pop out.
Yeah. There's a little tab.
Connect.
There's tab.
Usually after some wine, perhaps.
Some cheese.
Wine cheese. Jesus, we're going full circle again. All right, for me, I think I've said this before. I like giving them a little bit of shit. I do respect the PC community. I'm planning on building one myself.
PC's where it started.
The whole thing about it is I don't understand too much of the arguing, because it's clear as day the councils keep the industry afloat, while the PC industry pushes it forward. Without the PCs to leave the councils in the dust graphically and with power and all that shit, there would be no need to introduce the next generation of consoles. And as soon as that new generation of consoles comes out and nearly catches the PCs, now the PCs have to push their industry forward to put some space between them and the consoles again, to have that bragging rights back. They work together, even though they're working against one another. And as Mark pointed out, they both do different things. You're going to get certain games and styles and stuff on one media that you can't get on the other. Like what Joe was saying, racing games are going to be a console thing. Sporting games are going to be a console. Yes, they are, dude. They're going to be
racing games?
Racing and sporting games.
Dirt 3 looks incredible on a computer.
Yeah, but it plays like shit. Who wants to hit A to turn? Or whatever the fuck it is. It's lame.
I do. I want to hit the walls.
I don't know. I don't know
the
the keys to steer. I'm just guessing. But who wants to fucking steer pushing keys?
I use a controller.
A wall helped me
Exactly.
avoid
You're using
Joe
a console's controller.
this
That's what I'm
week.
saying.
It's great.
It's better for consoles. Sporting games, they're good. But RTSs, like Matt pointed out, are historically and probably always
And
going to
MMOs.
be better. MMOs, yeah, they're just better on PCs. It's just the way it is. You need them both. They work together. They work off one another. They really do. They all help push. I mean, I think the Xbox Marketplace and Xbox Live in general is the best way to game online. That's the best community. And it was only developed that way because they emulated what the PC guys have already done, but made it cleaner. And Xbox Live is like the best way to get into online matches, and the quickest and the most reliable. And it's thrived off what the PC guys had already done, and Xbox went one step further and made it a little cleaner and a little bit more reliable. The PlayStation Store only came about because it copied off Xbox. They all I'm trying to say is they're all pushing each other forward because they're trying to one-up each other. Like now, Nintendo's finally going to introduce a store with the Wii U because they're getting so far behind everybody else that they have to
They have a
implement
store
something.
now.
Okay,
It's
sure.
stupid.
We'll call that a store. I'm doing the air jerk-off motion right now for those of you who can't see it at home.
It's like the
not.
eBay store where you
I
can't
could
actually
take a
buy
video
things.
of
You can
that.
see things
Yeah.
that you'd want to buy.
Yeah. It's
Oh, I love the
fucking
eBays.
I want these shoes with fish in them.
Oh man,
does love
You
eBay.
can get those.
Mark bought his mouse from eBay.
I did. Save me money. I'm an online shopper. I always try and find the best deals, which I always do.
The whole achievement thing too started on the consoles, and the PCs are doing it too now, and that's cool. Everybody's ripping that whole. That's all I'm saying is I think they all work together, even though they're all the yelling needs to calm down. It really does. We get it. The PCs are always going to look better, but that's because they're upgradable. They will. It doesn't mean they're the best though.
I love my computer.
I still think my original Nintendo was better than the N64. The N64
Oh, you can go to hell.
The N64,
Yeah.
the N64 is the worst.
Super Nintendo is where it's at.
Super
I mean,
Nintendo was the best one.
The controller was absolutely retarded, but that's where I did most of my gaming, was on my N64.
Yeah, but that's all I'm saying. Okay, fine. You're still proving my point with the SNES. The SNES did not look as good as the 64. Way more fun. It's the games.
Pokemon
it's the
Snap.
quality games. It's
Maybe
the
a
friends.
photographer I
It's
am
the people
today.
you're playing with. It's not the fucking looks all the time. I want the best looking stuff possible too, but I mean, it's about the community. It's who you're playing with. Are you having a good time? Is the game fun? Super Mario Brothers is still one of my favorite games of all time. It looks like ass now. They literally stuck a mustache on Mario just because they didn't have the
animate the
graph.
mouth,
Yeah, they couldn't animate a mouth. The mustache was it was a cop out.
And the hat is there because they couldn't animate his hair when he was falling.
Exactly.
I watched that documentary.
The way Mario's designed was a cop out because they couldn't design him any better for the Super Mario, and that's still, it looks like ass, and that's still one of the funnest games ever. So graphics aren't everything. They aren't.
They really aren't.
Newsflash: if you change your Xbox gamer tag by April 15th, they will give you a free Black Ninja avatar costume.
Yeah, but it costs $10 to do it, so you're spending fucking $10 to
get an avatar.
Free $10.
But you're getting
next
a
week.
new
I have to tell you my new
gamer
gamer tag. I'm not doing it. No, fuck that.
Xbox is
It
trying
could be
to
a
steal
ninja
money.
Anyway. They know the ninja costume links on the.
They're
avatar
like, hey,
place
we have some
anyway.
more money. Thanks.
yeah, some about hand jobs.
Yeah, that note, we're done.
Well, that's all for the topic of the week. If you guys just want to spitball, I was actually having kind of fun going in the little Mario tangent as well. That's good stuff.
No, we need to save that for the history podcast.
Yes. Oh, you should make an
The
announcement.
history
yeah.
of gaming. Huh?
Yeah, you should talk about that.
What we're spitballing the idea right now.
No, we're gonna do it.
Okay,
It's decided.
okay. Really put us on the spot. Really, now it's in stone.
Yeah, no, we're doing it.
Okay, so we've been kind of kicking around the idea of doing a history of video games, and it's going to be like a 6 or 7 part miniseries that we're going to pump out one episode every month or every 2 or 3 weeks or something like that, because I don't think I have the time to put 2 podcasts together.
One
every
episode
week.
whenever we feel like it.
Yeah, we're not going to exactly put a timetable in, but we're gonna research them deeply, and we're going to spend an episode per decade on the history of video games, basically when they were invented, all the way back to like Ralph Baer and the creation of Pong and Atari and all that, and sit for an episode on that decade and move forward and kind of just go all the way up until present day. And I don't know.
We also want to do a YouTube series with some capture cards on some game and have some kind of story to it.
Yeah, we want to branch off in a few other directions.
Yeah, we got a lot of ideas.
And I also have something I'll just ask you guys on the air, which I don't give a fuck. I was going to suggest it anyway for our first ever spoiler, or our second spoiler cast, but this one's actually the side cast, but actually do a spoiler cast when I get a little bit further into it, if you guys want to do a Skyrim one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, seems a bit
Little-
late.
Huh?
Seems a bit late, but okay.
Okay, Mark says it's too late, so we'll pick a more current game then. Just good piece for Mark. I thought it was
I'm gonna
good.
eat my wine and cheese over here.
Well, people played the hell out of Skyrim in November,
Yeah.
so probably a whole bunch of people had already talked about it.
Well, we won't have any spoilers
Fine.
that way.
It's not a
That means
year.
I have
It's
to go
not a year
back
yet,
and
Joe.
actually finish it.
Huh?
I gotta go back and finish Skyrim if we're gonna do it like that.
I have to go
never
back and
finished
start
it.
Skyrim.
Yeah,
I never finished
I've
it.
done like 2 main quests.
Yeah, I've done
never
like 2 main
finished
quests
it?
too.
I put 120 hours and I didn't finish it.
It's a lot of time. I wish I had that much time. I wish I got a full-time job and then have time to play. I hate school. Go on.
I wonder how many hours I actually have in Skyrim.
Hey, you know what? We should play some more.
What?
That game we were doing with what was it, like the top selling games and top selling consoles, and
No, I want to prepare for that.
oh, okay. 'Cause that show was kind of fun. A couple.
Oh, you're just
episodes ago.
guessing?
Thanks
Well,
for
Matt,
listening
if
to
you
all
listen to our
episodes,
podcast,
Matt.
you would
God,
know.
worst guest ever.
Jesus. It's like he's not.
It's like you're just going through the motions.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Phrasing.
You got anything else?
No.
All right.
Unless,
Yeah.
Should we be done?
Wait.
or-
What?
wait, hold on. Unless, if this goes well, then we got more, but if not, then we're done. Mark, drink that bottle of this Tabasco.
Ah. That was me saying no.
Oh, well, then we're done.
Actually, I'm just fucking. Yeah, whatever.
Nice. Nah, we're
Yeah,
good?
We're good.
we're good.
Hand jobs.
Do we have a better outro than hand jobs?
Well, no, thank you.
Hand jobs.
Perfect. See, it's kind of getting those songs stuck in your fuckers' heads now. I know it. All right, so this has been episode 6. Thanks for listening, and
Hand jobs.
hand jobs.
Okay, love you. Bye. Hand
Lois.
jobs.
Goodbye, bye.
Bye.
More hand jobs.
And blowies.
And hand jobs. Hand job.
and music.